Next, a heavyweight collision between Daniel Cormier and Max Holloway. Well, he is on the short list of the greatest featherweights of all time, but Max Holloway has goals beyond that. DC, you know he trains at 185, 190 pounds. Going to be very interesting to see how far Max Holloway can take this here in the UFC.
He's one of the best fighters, as you said. He's one of the best featherweights of all time, and it's because of his preparation and his attention to detail. When he made his UFC debut, he had hiccups, but he went back to the lab and he fixed those things, and it showed in a massive 13-fight win streak that had him winning the featherweight championship and defending it on multiple occasions. Max Holloway is truly one of the best fighters in the entire organization.
And what he did in that two-fight series with Jose Aldo is something that history is going to look back upon very fondly. Max blessed Holloway back in another big spot here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of a handful of two-division champions in UFC history. This might be the most handsome guy on the roster, Daniel Cormier, back to the proving ground here tonight, champ.
And he's got the body of a goddess. Look at this guy as he walks to the octagon. Phenomenal wrestler, Olympian, a page of accolades that are unmatched by anyone in the UFC. Two-division champion, phenomenal striker, just the best wrestler the UFC's ever seen. And look at that hairline. Has this guy been visiting LeBron's barber? Because it seems to be growing in reverse.
You got the best skin fade in the business. Actually, his parents wanted to name him Adonis Cormier. They felt like DC sounded better than AC. But joking aside, this is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. You are that. Your future's in the Hall of Fame, but you got a big one in front of you here tonight.
It's going to be a big fight, but I expect Daniel Cormier to get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer holding a professional record of 21 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Waianae, Hawaii, Max Blessed Holloway. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 22 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, Daniel D.C.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fight.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we are back in one of America's most underrated sports cities. Good to have you with us from Houston, Texas tonight inside Toyota Center. And this is the site of one of your biggest and I know most signature wins of your career against Gus back in 2015.
One of the biggest fights of my life is when I beat Alexander Gustafsson at UFC 192 when I retained my championship. One of the hardest fights of my entire life. The Toyota Center is a great fighter.
Takedown defense holds up.
Right hand punch to the clinch.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it. Beautiful level change leads to the takedown.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle.
And he's out. Close guard. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it. Ooh, big shot lands.
Well, we've already got too many Rosendo Sanchez boxing shout-outs in the game. All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. Close guard. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Nice job to go with the lead left hand there, DC.
Gotta mix it up sometimes. You cannot fight in a pattern. Cannot always be jab first. Sometimes you gotta throw that left hand.
All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you like face punching, that was a good round.
Yeah, where's my telestrator, man? I want to draw this action. But yeah, John, you're right. It was the striking, it was the punches that really did allow him to take control of this round.
All right, here we go now with the start of round two. And there you are, DC. Daniel Cormier versus Max Holloway.
Nice punch land.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Well, you see why Holloway is such a fan favorite. Beautiful land there with the left hand, and now we'll see what he can do. Oh, strong punch there by Cormier. Well, the opponent seemed to think he had shored up the takedown defense. It did not hold up there.
It may feel good in practice, but you don't know until the guy's in front of you hit takedown attempt after takedown attempt. Now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
And he's out. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by DC. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Well, the stats producer's been busy tonight, DC. 49 total strikes have landed for Max Blessed Holloway. Well, you gotta like the accuracy rate as well, landing at a single ball, the master of the transition. Nice scramble. So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. Effective strike there by Holloway. Clipped him with the right hand there.
Another one. Yep. Up and the left hand. Another big shot to the head.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Cormier gets touched by that kick there. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that.
Nice straight punch.
Oh, blocks that kick to the body. Nicely done.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, uppercut lands. And another big kick for Max Holloway. And they separate. Ooh.
That one is thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch. You better protect that head.
Great job securing the Muay Thai clinch. Watch for big knees to the body, and eventually him switch it up with a big knee to the head.
Well, the numbers continuing to pile up. 84 total strikes have landed for Max. Oh, what a job to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Battling for hooks. Cormier gets caught with that punch. Oh, big knee! Oh, diving punch lands.
Man, what a fight. Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Back to the feet.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck. Watch guillotine.
And he's out. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by DC. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
some water and breathe. Relax, okay? Not a big deal.
Ready? Ready? Let's go, guys, fight!
Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut range.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Sound strike on the ground. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Cormier here.
Cormier's got the tie clinch. Let's see what he can do. Tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side controls.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, less than 3 minutes to go here in round 4. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch.
I need you to move, scramble.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here, DC.
Yeah, he's isolating it to try to get a Cormier here.
Oh!
Turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions.
Right.
They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the Cormier.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done, he's done. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
You knew if he landed that weapon repeatedly, it could be a short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 42 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout